For the last decade, the tech industry operated under a predictable, highly profitable rhythm, the dominance of software as a service. Building a single-purpose company was the safest bet in business. You created one specialized tool and sold it to corporations through a recurring subscription. This model supported a massive middle class of enterprise software companies, characterized by high margins and even higher human headcounts. After 10 years of market certainty, the era of the comfortable, single-purpose tech company has reached its limit. The SaaS era is crumbling as a mass exodus of top talent leaves the old guard of enterprise software behind. Elon Musk is building cities. Google is buying into Anthropic. 19-year-olds are running global startups with fewer than 10 employees. These events signal a rapid migration of capital and talent away from software-only products and toward foundational control. Two new extremes are hauling out the tech middle, pulling power toward the very small and the very large. The first extreme is the hyper-leveraged micro-startup, a team so small it bypasses the traditional corporate structure entirely. One 19-year-old founder is currently outmaneuvering established firms with a staff of only 7 people. This chart shows how a single person using automated engineering tools can now match the output of an entire legacy department. A legacy software company cannot compete on cost when a teenager can replicate their entire product suite over a weekend using AI leverage. The second force is the omni-monopoly, an entity that scales far beyond the reach of a simple software application. Google's stake in Anthropic illustrates this shift. The largest players are consolidating the core intelligence that every other piece of software relies on. Elon Musk's recent moves suggest he views the age of the standalone software company as a closed chapter in history. These new monopolies own the entire stack: the AI models, the energy grids, the internet satellites, and the transport infrastructure. Their growth is no longer confined to digital platforms. They are expanding into physical territory and hardware. When an empire owns the underlying energy and intelligence, a traditional SaaS product becomes a minor, replaceable feature of their ecosystem. This represents the old tech ecosystem. Value lived in this wide middle ground of single-purpose tools. Now, micro-startups are eroding the bottom tier, providing tools at prices legacy companies can't match. Simultaneously, omni-monopolies are absorbing the high end, turning specialized software into standard infrastructure. This two-sided squeeze leaves no room for the traditional mid-sized tech firm to exist. Smart capital is already following this new logic, moving away from the middle before it vanishes. Investors are moving away from traditional SaaS because the margins on single-purpose software are shrinking towards zero. They aren't looking for growth in the old world. They are funding an exit into a new one, where software is just a starting point. The next $1 trillion of value will be generated by those who operate outside the limits of the traditional software market. The current shift in the tech landscape determines who holds power and which business models survive the transition. One path to survival is to remain a hyper-leveraged micro-unit, outrunning the overhead of larger competitors. The other is to build a digital and physical empire that controls the entire chain of production. You have to choose an extreme. The safe middle ground has disappeared.